Hoje é 8 de julho de 2025. Eu estou aqui no Museu Carnavalet, em Paris. E eu vou oferecer esse pequeno vídeo a Marcel. Vou mostrar a sala dedicada aqui a Marcel Proust. Não vou falar nada, mas eu vou filmar o quarto dele. Depois eu vou filmar também os dizeres. E aí não preciso falar nada.
And a mouthful of tea and the cake crumbs touched my palate. I quivered, attentive to the extraordinary thing that was happening in me. A delicious pleasure had invaded me, isolated me, without my having any notion as to its cause. It had immediately made the vicissitudes of life unimportant to me, its disasters innocuous, its brevity illusory, acting in the same way that love acts, by filling me with a precious essence. Or rather, this essence was not in me, it was me. I had ceased to feel I was mediocre, contingent, mortal. Where could it have come to me from, this powerful joy? I sensed that it was connected to the taste of the tea and the cake, but that it went infinitely far beyond it, could not be of the same nature. Where did it come from? What did it mean? How did I grasp it? And suddenly, memory appeared. That taste was the taste of the little piece of Madeleine, which on Sunday mornings at Convent, as that day I did not go out before it was time for Mass. When I went to say good morning to her in her bedroom, my aunt Leonie would give me, after dipping it in her infusion of tea or limes. The sight of the little Madeleine did not recall anything to me before I tasted it. Perhaps because I had often seen them since, without eating them, on the pastry-cooked shelves, and their image had therefore left those days of Combray and attached itself to others more recent. Perhaps because of these recollections abandoned so long outside my memory, nothing survived. Everything had come apart. The forms, and the form too, of the little shell made of cake, so fatly sensual, with severe and pious pleasing, had been destroyed, or still half asleep, it lost the force of expansion that would have allowed them to rejoin my consciousness. But the immense edifice of memory. And as soon as I had recognized the taste of the piece of Madeleine dipped in lime blossom tea that my aunt used to give me, though I did not yet know, and had to put off to much later discovering why this memory made me so happy, immediately the old grey house on the street, where her bedroom was, came like a stage set to attach itself to the little wing opening onto the garden that had been built for my parents behind it, that truncated section which was all I had seen before then, and with the house, the town, from morning to night, and in all weathers, the square, where they sent me before lunch, the streets, where I went to do errands, the paths we took if the weather was fine, and, as in that game in which the Japanese amuse themselves by filling a porcelain bowl with water and steeping in it little pieces of paper until then indistinct, which, the moment they are immersed in it, stretch and shape themselves, colour and differentiate, become flowers, houses, human figures firm and recognisable. So now all the flowers in our garden, and in Monsieur Swann's park, and the water lilies on the Vivonne, and the good people of the village, and their little dwellings, and the church, and all of Combray and its surroundings, all of this, which is assuming form and substance, emerged, town and gardens alike, from my cup of tea.
These texts are taken from In Search of Lost Time, Swann's Way by Marcel Proust, Volume 1, published by Penguin Books, 2003. Part 1, Cambrai. The bedroom at Cambrai.
For a long time, I went to bed early. Sometimes my candle scarcely out, my eyes would close so quickly that I did not have time to say to myself, I'm falling asleep. And, half an hour later, the thought that it was time to try to sleep would wake me. I wanted to put down the book I thought I still had in my hands and blow out my light. I had not ceased while sleeping to form reflections on what I had just read. But these reflections had taken a rather peculiar turn. It seemed to me that I myself was what the book was talking about. A church, a quartet, the rivalry between Francois I and Charles V. This belief lived on for a few seconds after my waking. It did not shock my reason, but lay heavy like scales on my eyes, and kept them from realizing that the candlestick was no longer lit. Then it began to grow unintelligible to me, as after metempsychosis do the thoughts of an earlier existence. The subtles incomprehensible, the thing truly dark. I asked myself, what time it might be. I could hear the whistling of the train.